not able to do it in
Right? If you are not able to find a suitable requirement in JMeter, so that's why we're writing the code. So for each and every component, we have a bean shell, right? Suppose now on that day, whatever we learned, that's pure bean shell. Okay, using bean shell components, but I don't want to use bean shell. I want to use Groovy. I'm a Groovy expert, or I have a Groovy support team. So in that case, so we can use JSR elements, right? Add thread group. Okay, JSR 223 sampler. You will find JSR 223 same as like everywhere. JSR 223, JSR 223. Here is this. Okay, it doesn't have bean shell and the timer has JSR. Same nothing but bean shell where you can customize your coding. Sorry, you can write coding any language. Let's go to our JSR. Here is JSR. Here's 23 sample. You can select any language. The difference between bean shell and this component, nothing. Whereas in that bean shell component, you can select only bean shell. But whereas here, you can select the language. See, we have bean shell, Groovy, Java, JavaScript. So, right? Any language you can select and code it. Let's say Java. So I can simplify our main Java. Right? Suppose let's take a simple example. So let's write out system dot out dot print hi. Let's say hi. Let's run this code. Okay. What we getting here? It's not print anything, right? Should I print high now? It's not printed that high. Okay, let's write log.info. Okay, we got high. Okay, print high. System not working. Let's choose. Let's look at Groovy sample program. Okay, Groovy sample program. Just to check whether how it's working.
Ravi, log.info is used for?
Print statement. Anything to print.
Okay. System.out.print also it's for print
It's
statement only, Ravi.
for Java. But in the JMeter, you have to use log.info only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm looking for any sample program. Okay, let's copy this code and see. Okay, so here Groovy writes this is println and fx equal 5 nothing but we are defining one variable and x that we have set 5. So in Java, initial what we did, we defined an int string. Right? So but here in the Groovy, you can simply define the variable name def. Okay. So let's write this thing. Control C. Okay. So we have to change here Java to Groovy. Okay. Now let's run the code. Printing or not. It's printed high only, right? Okay, let's print log.info x. Okay. And if you see there is no semicolon, but still it's working because Groovy doesn't require semicolons. Okay, now we're getting the error. No sign of signature. Okay, it's a number now. So let's put a string concatenation here. This is number something plus. Okay, this is 5, right? So JS are nothing but like to use specific language. Whatever we're trying to in bean shell, right? You can do everything here. Same code, same. Every one thing is you can choose the language style. Okay. Let's take a better example. Okay. JSR 223 sampler in JMeter. Okay, let's use this code only. So what they're doing, they're simply getting the current thread. So say they're using log.info to print the number this one. Okay, let's copy this. Control C, right? And let's comment out these things. Okay, comment on control slash. So it will comment the code instead of deleting it. So what we're doing here, okay, thread equal to, I'm just defining a current thread means it will get the current thread. And here we are printing what is the thread group name and is there any ID specified, right? So we are saying that modulus is nothing but division by 20 and simply getting some data, some logic function. Let's run this. Clear. See, we got here number equal to 1. Not this one. It is not printed. So we should get log dot runnable job. Where is runnable job? So, yeah. See, right? Runnable job is being run by thread group 1-164. If I run again now, we'll get a different ID. See 67. This is thread.id. See, I'm printing and this is a thread name. What is the thread name? 1-1, na? If you see anywhere. So like this, you can write any simple code in the JSR. Okay, it's clear everyone. So try to use Bean Shell, but if you are Groovy or JavaScript experts, use this JSR. Anyway is fine based on your purposes. Okay. Now, so till now what we did, we have captured the web applications, right? On the browser. Now, if I want to do load test on mobile, is this possible or not? I want to do load testing on the mobile. Can we do or not? Can't we do? Normally, load testing for mobile based on knowledge, whatever you are guys having.
We can do.
Others? Nilila, Sweta?
Yes, I think we can do.
No, right. Now, as we're talking about JMeter, now load testing with on mobile with JMeter is possible or not? So it's possible only within certain limitations. Okay. So what JMeter is trying to do, it will try to put a load on the server side, right? What is JMeter doing? We are not putting on the load on the UI, no? What we're doing, we are capturing the APS and we're putting the load on the APS. Same now, if you think mobile application, if you want to do a load test with JMeter on mobile, we need APS only. Whatever the mobile application is pointing to the APS, we need that APS and we can put a load testing on APS. So, and you can't test mobile app, I mean the front side, right? The mobile app testing with JMeter. You can do only mobile server side. Got it? Got the point, right? Clearly. Suppose the mobile notation is generally, I mean, the general one also mobile notation means the preferences or context is like if app is opening multiple pages inside, how your app battery is draining, whether app is responsiveness or not, right? Whether it's able to click the buttons or not. That's kind of mobile load testing. But here in JMeter senses, we'll be doing only mobile server side, not app side. So now how will get the APIs? So either if developer has given direct APIs, we can integrate in JMeter. Right? If APIs are not there, then we have to record, right? For web application, what we did. Web application, what we did? We did recording, no? We recorded and we captured whatever we want. But for mobile application, how will we capture? So if our mobile application has a proxy setup, mobile, I'll show you how it will be there. Proxy setup. I'll show you the image. So you have to ask a developer while building the app only, just add a proxy component to there so that you can give your host and port to record. Right, whatever on the browser we did, we go to our settings, we given the we are given the JMeter server, JMeter port number, right, which are running on and localhost. Same way for mobile, yeah, like this. So our developer has to provide option, and we'll be giving our machine IP and where our JMeter port. So now if you do anything on your mobile app, that traffic will come to your JMeter. Because we need JMeter is possible only with the server side. To the server side, we need APIs. Understood? No, this is only app side, right? If developer says he can't provide a option, he can't say when he can't add a proxy, then how we'll do? In that case, we will be connecting entire mobile to our JMeter proxy. How we'll do that? You guys have a phone in your hand? Everyone?
Yes.
Right? So just can you
Yes.
go to your Wi-Fi settings? We will be connected to Wi-Fi, right? Or if not Wi-Fi, mobile network which is connected. So if you go to advanced settings, I'll show you just a second. Just a second, I'll show you how to do that. You'll see settings, not this one. Advanced settings, Wi-Fi director. No. So we'll see one proxy option. I think let's so like this, you will be seeing this proxy option in the Wi-Fi only. Just a second, I'm looking for that option. Security, privacy, IP at right. If you select the Wi-Fi name, whatever on the Wi-Fi, you will see scroll down to you'll see proxy in the last. Just select your Wi-Fi. You will see the I question mark on the right hand side. I'll show you. I'll send a screenshot in our group chat. Able to find everyone?
Yes.
Proxy is there, right? Just click on your Wi-Fi, whatever Wi-Fi selected or mobile data. Just click on that setting only. And you will see the status connected, signal stat, connection status. If you scroll down to last, you will see proxy. Everyone? Nirila? Shweta? Yashvi?
Yes, Ravi. I mean, we got an option as configure proxy. Yes or no?
Yeah, if you click on the proxy, it will asking you none manual auto config.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, if you click on manual, it will display host name and port there.
Yes.
Right now, here we will be giving our JMeter server. Where is JMeter running? It is running in my machine, no? If I do JMeter recorder start, so what I will be doing? CMD IP config. What is my IP? 19.168.0.108. I will give that one because my mobile and laptop are same location. That's why it will work with this IP. And what is the port number? What is port number? Whenever JMeter recorder start, right? We'll get the port number, that port number. If you configure like this, so if the apps doesn't have any firewall settings or our mobile doesn't have inbuilt firewall setting, you will see the traffic in JMeter there. Understood? And once you done the thing, so then you can simply set proxy to none. Otherwise, you won't get internet. Now also, once you're done, just put it to none and save it. Otherwise, you won't get internet to phone now because if you make anything else. Okay? It's clear? So if your app is allowing, if your developer is giving, use this option. Right? If your app is not allowing, if developer not sure, then you have to do, and we'll see. It's not like guaranteed way to capture, but we'll try to do. So this is how we'll do mobile server side load testing with JMeter, not app side. Okay. Generally, people will be using Android Studio to capture the logs, to capture anything from the mobile apps. So if I want to do much familiar with, I mean, if a project is requirement mobile siding, so try with Android Studio. Okay. Yeah. Now, so we have DB part is pending, right? So I'm not able to set up the configuration, but I'll show you how to do. You guys have idea on the DB, right? So have you used anywhere the databases, or is new completely new concept? Everyone, have you guys used it anywhere?
Yes.
So what is the DB
We
purpose?
did not.
Saraswati, yes. Sorry. Teshu, yes.
Yeah, we did not use, but SQL part I know, Ravi.
Okay. Shweta?
Yeah, just like queries.
Understood. Yeah. Shweta, you have idea?
Basic, Ravi.
Okay, that's fine. No, so generally we'll be using, people will be using DBs to store the data. Right? So whatever, suppose you are giving login page now. So let's take our web browser. Okay. Suppose I'm giving username password here. So how it validating? The DB call will go to, sorry, when I click on login button, it will make one call, right? Login call, which you saw in the recording. So in that call, the data will go to database and validate whether this username password is there or not. Then only if it is yes, then it will say success. If it's no, it will fail you. Same way, if you are testing this login page, we are testing DB also, right? Indirectly. Or if you go to this web or some product, if you see $10 and if there is a number of products available in the cart, no, these are all number from DB. So then what is the use case to test a DB load testing? Right? So because that sometimes if our application is heavily dependent on the databases, let's say, they kept all the data in our application, everything, the pointer database. So if 100 people are accessing the application, what will happen? Indirectly, 100 calls will be on the database, right? At same time. So how your database is behaving? Whether is it giving the data properly? Are there any database logs? There's nothing but say you are accessing the database and someone else accessing the database. So if it's a view, if database, so I have a tables, right? Table 1, table 2, table 3. Okay. If there we have generally view access. View means simply read the data. Suppose what will you select star from country. What will get? We'll get all the countries in the table, right? Suppose I am executing the query, you're also executing the query. These are also executing query. If everyone is executing the same query, will get the data because it's a view. Just giving only, right? But now let's say you are updating the table. Okay, person one is updating table and someone is deleting the table. I mean, deleting the table record. Someone reading person three. Now, which thing will work? They are all accessing same time. What will happen? They're all at same time. Someone should get some errors, right? P1, person 2, person 3, they are doing three different actions, single table, single record. So either should update or either should delete, either they should read. So while you doing a different actions on same table, we'll get a database logs. That's one of the called performance issue in the database. Because now DB is locked. Because while updating, right, it won't allow other persons to do anything. Understood, no? That's how the DB is designed. So while multiple people are accessing the same table, we'll get a table log. So how they handled. And now we have search, right? So in a DB, we have a lot of records, lot of tables. Suppose I want it to get query, it will take some time to go inside the table and get it right. So if you have proper indexing, it means it'll get a quicker response. If your database not have a proper indexing, so then you will see a long response times with the database calls. Okay, and query time. Query time means when you hit a query, right, how long is taking to get respond. So image SQL developer, MySQL client, anyway, any client set tools. So what are the tool? If you select start from some query, how long it's taking? To find out all these issues, we'll be testing a direct load test on database with JMeter. Not sure, right? Even if test application, by default we're testing it, but to get more issues. Suppose, so if I hit on API, what will happen? If I hit an API, what will happen? It will go to first server, web server, then it will go to DB server, right? So if you got a response time of 6 seconds, so can I say the 6 seconds belong to DB server or our web server? We can't say it, right? So now what we're doing, we are removing this web server component, directly hitting on the database. So that we'll get to know, is there an issue with the database or our web server? Okay. So how to do in JMeter? So JMeter, you can test any database. Most of the database you can test with JMeter using JDBC URL. If ever database has JDBC URL, you can do the testing with JMeter. Simple first prerequisite. If ever database doesn't have a JDBC URL, then you can't. Okay, let's see. Let's go to JDBC. Okay, so first thing is add threads. I'll show you blank one, right? Okay, add. First, we need to add a configuration. So go to config elements. We have to add JDBC connection configuration. First thing. So here, okay, just if it is expanded, right? The logs, just uncheck it. Now we'll see the data here. Database connection configuration. So here you have to give your JDBC URL. If you don't know how to get the URL from your JavaScript developer, they will give simple JDBC URL. Simply copy paste as it is the JDBC URL. So it will look like this. I'll show you JDBC URL sample. That will be familiar. Okay, it like this. JDBC Oracle username password, something like this. Okay, you can see right here like this. Oracle thin my Oracle DB server on the server something. So whenever you see starting with JDBC, right, that's a database URL. So it's Oracle, right? So Oracle database. If MySQL, MySQL is there. PostgreSQL is there. or allow any database. So JDBC URL, it will be like this. So simply copy and paste this thing in the here. Just come scroll it up so that it will be easily to visible. Okay, now driver class. This is the where you will get to know. Let me expand this thing. Okay, driver class is nothing but which database you want. So simply click on drop down. So by default, JMeter supports all these classes. Driver C, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, Ingress, SQL Server. What we have? We have this SSQL, DB2, MariaDB, SQLite. All the database it will support. So simply select. Suppose I'm hitting Oracle, simply to Oracle. Okay. So now before that you have to download this jar. So let's go to. Suppose I want to connect Oracle, right? So Oracle JDBC driver download. Okay, or suppose you want to MySQL. Now let's search MySQL. You have any idea which database they are using in your projects? Anyone? MySQL, Oracle, which database?
MySQL.
Okay, others. So that's why while you are starting load testing, right? First you check the DB details also. While collecting the requirement, what type of DB they are using. Those things. So, okay, let's do MySQL JDBC driver download. If you go to these connectors, okay, just Windows operating system. Okay, let's go to download pages. Not installer, we need driver. Installers. Hmm. Okay, for MySQL, right? You will see the driver like this. JDBC colon MySQL slash / OTP. Download the driver. So just download the driver. Let's unzip it. Okay, see this is driver. So simply copy paste this driver to our lib location. So you might have lib. So let's see whether we have default. Default is there. MySQL, my it's not there. Let's check in ext. My default one maybe it may come from plugin sometimes. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, it's not there. So just put in lib. Okay, that's it. Now once you're done with this jar setup, okay, let's set MySQL here. MySQL jar. Now you'll give the username and password. Simply save the button. And one more thing here, you have to give variable name. This is important. So let's give DB1. Suppose you in our project, right? You might have 2-3 databases like dev database, test database, or different. So give the name. Now, once you're done with this constant configuration, simply give the URL, class select, username, password. That's it. Nothing. And give one variable name. You don't have ignore all the things. Now, let's go. Okay. Now let's go to that group, right click, add sampler. Now connection is done, right? We have to write a queries. So we'll be writing queries in the sampler, JDBC request. So here you have to give the name here. What is the variable name I have given? DB1. No? So it will come to here, check the DB1. So it means whatever the query you write here, it will map to this DB. Right? I have 2-3 databases. No? So if you want the query, whatever the DB you want to point, you can give that name here. So if I write select start from, so in the query, right, people write select start from countries. So this query will point to DB1. What is the DB1 here? DB1 is pointed to this database. Okay. And same way, once you run, you will get output. So you can put a result variable name here, suppose data something. So you will see the output. Okay. Very simple. What are the queries you get from developer? You have to find out. So you need to collect what are the queries they required, right? For scenario, suppose there are 5 scenarios are there. So what for 5 scenarios, what are the queries they are using? So collect all the queries and put here and run the load. Suppose 1 lakh. So 1 lakh users sitting select star from queries. How your query responding? You miss it little bit extra time because you are writing from external, right? Public, no, not from server to server. Right? But you will get to know how your database is performing, whether we get logs or any errors, those things. It's clear, any doubts? Hello? Understood, right? DB with load testing with JMeter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So now, till now, in the protocols, right? Which protocol we discussed? We discussed only REST. Right? We have always, whatever we learn, we'll always executed a workflow on HTTP request, right? What is HTTP requests? For REST protocols. But the 90% application will REST, that's okay. But what about other things, other protocol? If you see here, we have this much of protocols are available here. So we saw FTP, right? We saw HTTP REST request. So now let's see SOAP. Do you see any SOAP request here? No, right? There's no SOAP request. Okay. Because if our application depends on SOAP API, so we have to use SOAP. So you guys have idea on the SOAP API? Heard about it at least?
We heard Ravi, but no
Yeah.
idea.
Okay. SOAP is nothing kind of REST only. It's for like heavy. So REST is like a lightweight service. Get it, that I mean hit it, get the data. SOAP is not like that. It's very heavy. So most of the legacy banking applications, right? There is a SOAP API as a backend. Okay. So let's assume that your application has SOAP. So I will do with JMeter. So I am not able to see anything, right? Let's go to plugins. So that's for our plugins. So it's for SOAP. So you have custom SOAP sample. Simply click on it, apply changes, and restart JMeter. Okay, now let's find out. Add sampler. You'll see custom SOAP sampler. Oh, okay, I'm getting some error. Custom SOAP sample. Class SOAP. No, I'll check it. What is this issue? Okay, now you can use SOAP like that. Okay, we'll discuss now. Now, in initial days we discussed, right? JMeter is only for web applications. So can I do a desktop application with JMeter? Desktop application. Can we do?
No, I think.
No, right? Because that's not web based.
Yeah. Yes.
So what is desktop? Suppose if you see Microsoft Word is there, right? That's also a desktop application, now. Because if you're opening an app like this, means desktop application. If you're using a Chrome browser, any browser to open, that's a web application. So now this calculator is there. So what is calculator? Desktop application or not?
Yes.
Right? Whatever installed on the OS, right? That's called desktop applications with exe files. So now I can't do a load testing on desktop looking JMeter because that's not web accessible. But what you can do is you can trigger scripts which run these things. In JMeter, I have, let me open a new connection. Thread group, add, thread group, right? Add. We have OS sampler. Whenever you are not able to do any web thing, right? On the desktop side, if you want to do, you can execute anything. It is OS process sampler. Means this will help us to execute some commands. Not in like a high level way, but very small things. Let's see. So if you see here, command to execute. So here you have to give the command and you give working directory. Suppose see, let's say I have a do you guys have any bat files, right? .bat or .sh files, shell script or bat files. Because if it is Windows OS, see we are opening jmeter.bat, no? How we are opening jmeter.bat. So it's nothing but if you open this file, not like this. Let me open the notepad. Open with the notepad. So bat is nothing but it is calling the jar only. You can see it's calling the jar file only, but it is doing some settings and checkings. Okay, they are simply same as like shell script. So if any shell script files are there, it will open the shell script. Same thing, what are the files you can do with this OS sampler? Suppose simply I've written a small bat. Okay, let's say, okay, let's open the notepad plus plus from the JMeter. Okay, so let's find out where is notepad location. Right click, open file location. So this is a file, right? This is shortcut. Mhm. Huh. So if you call anywhere this line, now what will happen? It will open your notepad. Control C. If I open the command prompt, or if I open the Windows Explorer. Where is this notepad? Copy. See, it opened notepad here. Now I want to do with JMeter, right? I can pass that command here. Or I can show you browse it. Let's browse it command. Let's open the file. Okay.